Hi everyone, you've seen the picture. Yeah, I've somehow managed to get the box early, so why not do an unboxing? This is Christopher from DBG. Really hyped for this box. Hope you are too. So before we go into the box set, I just want to tell you my projects at the moment, as I have been slowly building a Necron set, but I've been getting some new models and trying to fix the old ones to look like the new ones that are going to be in this box set. First, I wanted a little bit different on my Immortals. So this is from War Games exclusive. Wanted to try and be slightly different with my Immortals, because obviously you get the different guns, and I really like these. The resin, they're not the cheapest in the world, but definitely cheaper than a new box set. And if you just don't want to, you know, accumulate more and more sprues and more waste you're not going to use, so I just wanted bodies basically. And the other one is from my Necron warriors that are really old and had the rods. I needed to change them to fit in to the rest of this army. So from Taro, which is Taro Model Maker, I'll put links to both of these descriptions in below. I got those warriors. They're really cheap. They look almost identical to the new stuff that's coming out, and they're perfect. Again, resin, so wash and clean all beforehand. But yeah, really happy with them. Just made use of the warriors. And I say I've got quite a few of them on there. Just gonna focus. There we go. I've got quite a few of them done. Got 2 sets. You get 12 in a set. A couple quid. Done. Save some old Necron warriors. So no, that's not what we're here for, but just wanted to show it off first. Now let's get opening the box. So make sure you trust the clippers. Do you know what? I've not bought anything like this for so long. It's been a real waiting curve for myself. I've just been building all that old stuff because I wanted to go, do you know what, until I buy the 9th edition box set, I wanted to build and paint and get stuff done. So like I've done my knights. I started building more Space Marines as well. I must admit, I do love the artwork. It looks amazing. Do you know what? I apologise for my light on here. I haven't got great light in my gaming room at the moment. You got the standard bearer with the ancient. Got the chaplain over there, which is obviously a new model. Trying to see if there's anything new in there that I can spot. Little fires in the background. Right, it's a lovely piece of art in it. Let's see what's on the back. That's Hackett's thing. Ah, that's a shame. Almost want the Necron side to be on there. So let's just go sprue by sprue really. So this is the bikes, clearly. You get 3 bikes in here. I'm still not 100% on the wheels. I really wanted them to be hover, so they fitted in with the Repulsor and Redemptor. Not Redemptor. Redeemer? Yeah. You know, big firing transport. And the Executioner as well, but they might, and you can see here, this is how they are. My little chainsaw that's on the back there, they are all push fit. You know, you got the classic ball in long joint to go in, so my advice on this, like, they're always really tight fits, so if you're doing it, sometimes just dry fit first to see if there is any need to glue, or if you're going to use glue, use very minimal to go on there. I still don't know if I want to do hover or not, but I think by looking at these wheels, I don't think it's going to be an easy conversion on a push fit kit. No, it's going to be really hard. I really wanted to do a bit of hover part on there, but that's proved to me that I don't need to waste my time trying to do that. So that's good in one way. So this is one of the Assault Marine sprues. You get 10 Assault Marines, and they're all really dynamic. I really like these. It does have one, I'm pretty sure, on the Sergeant had a plasma pistol, so let's try and find that. I don't think it might be in here. Oh no, there it is. There's the plasma pistol right there. Quite a nice sprue. Again, what you expect from a push fit. Got the same sprue again. It looks, what I like is the sharp where you put the blades, actually got a bit of a hole in it, so actually looks like where that's actually they've taken the swords or their knife from there, which is quite cool. Looks a little, even though nothing, or the pistol, sorry, it might be, yeah, it is the pistol part. Actually looks like it's the right size for once, like a pistol actually fits in there. At times you look at the other holsters and it's just nothing. Let's try and do some more Marines, because I think, okay, so this is a joint sprue. So this looks like the Champion on here, then the Necron Lord on the other side. Focusing in. You know, really like the detail. Love the shield on there. Gonna focus. Yeah, there we go. Loads of detail on their shields. And this is what I like what I said about the Toro. There's not much difference between those two, so that's quite good. Yeah, that's a good look. That's a good mix. That was a good purchase. Good find as well. Just that random group on Facebook, you know, someone shared. There's some more Necrons that are right there. So these are the destroyers, the walking destroyers, the combat destroyers. Look really interesting. I was thinking, maybe do I convert them and then have them with the shooting weapon, as it were, but I don't know. I think it's going to be quite hard. Plus, if you're looking on eBay, there's some good finds, but we all know that the scrappers are definitely purchasing high. Another double sprue with the Necrons. I think what I do like, and it's unusual from the other thing, if you've ever bought any of the other box sets before, normally like all the Marines will be mixed, so you'd have like Assault Marines, bikes and all that, but they've all done it separately, so almost like this is going to be a purchasable set in the future, maybe. So that looks like it is. Did I pick up the Lieutenant before? Yeah, I did. So that one, the smaller one before, was the Lieutenant that I showed with the shield, because it's got the Volkite blaster. And then it's got the other HQ, which is the Shooty HQ. And this one is actually the Chapter Master, or Captain HQ, if you want to make him in a Master, which I think would be quite cool. It's got a Necron base there, and then you've got the Necron Lord as well. I know you've seen these all built and all painted already, so I'm not going to do a video into that. It's just a quick sprue. But obviously, if you've got any questions about any of the other stuff. Well, I just seen all the warriors. So there's loads of warriors. I'm going to put that there, so hopefully that'll have some focus. And that doesn't at all, does it? It doesn't help. So on one sprue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the normal guns, of the Gorse, and I'm pretty sure 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the new short range extra AP weapons for the warriors as well. So you got 20 guns out of one sprue. So if you got those old Necrons warriors running around, then I definitely recommend, if you can't get the extra sets like I've got, then you've just got loads of new weapons for your Necrons. I think the hardest thing will probably be the arms, because you're not going to get enough arms to throw in, because there are push fit arms. So push fit arms, or they just fit on the bodies? They could just fit on the bodies. So you might need some more random Necron warrior hands and stuff, which is easy enough if you've got the Necron warriors lying around. You got the scarabs on there as well. I really love the scarabs. They're almost taken a portrait of a Forge World type of scarabs. Different sizes, different mini scarabs and stuff. It'd be really cool for your bases, or even doing some conversions up. And I love the detail that they've done on the Necron. That's zooming in. There we go. The actual Necron warrior bodies are really well detailed as well. Yeah, I love that. So you get two sprues of that, because obviously, so the second one obviously is exactly the same. Really nice. There's a lot of big army. Like, I know it's not a starter set, but for me it was like a push to start Necrons. It's one of the armies I haven't done for a long time, and I thought, do you know what, let's go for it, let's see. Getting to the final couple of sprues. So this is the Destroyer Lord. The Destroyer Lord. It is like a Destroyer Lord. I can never pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try and attempt. If you want to see, it's that guy. I think, yeah, that guy on this side, and then the Recarnate thing on this side. I think he's got some beastie weapons, isn't he? And this is a mixed sprue, so I think as well, your Reanimator, I want to say, can cause mortal wounds, is what the rules I've seen. Obviously we can have a look at those when we go through. But you know, I love the legs. Like, it's taken its time, like Necrons, to really get an update, and I'm really chuffed for how they got. Yeah, it's got a War of the Worlds type of feel, but as long as they don't get a cold, they won't die. If you haven't watched the film, sorry there's a big spoiler. I also love just the gravings of that. They'll actually pick up, if you're using contrast, it'll actually seep in there really nicely. If you're dry brushing or highlight there, if you're just not, you know, painting, airbrushing and stuff, obviously you know what you're doing, arguably. I can't use an airbrush at all. It would pick up on there, which is really nice. So next, we've just seen a little bit of a release of possibly a multi-kit of the Blade Guard. But there's a lot on here. So this is the type of sprue I was expecting from all of it, rather than all separate. You got multiple different guys in here. So we got the Eradicator, is it now? Yeah, the guys with the metal guns. You've got a metal gun weapon there. You got the shields, obviously, for the Blade Guards. Got 3 on there. You got the Judica, or what, almost like a judge and jury, the judge type of character, the chaplain in there as well. We've also got the other chaplain down at the bottom here as well. We'll turn it over in a minute as well because we want to see the ancient and the badge. There's so much detail, so much skulls. You know, I know I've seen like quite a running jokes of, you know, wonder what happens to the old Space Marines, and they still got a use for them. They become extra to a storm shield in the form of a skull. And obviously he's holding Rogel Dawn's hand there as well, just in case you're wondering where he is. But this is going to, you know, for what it's worth, it's a good sprue. It's a lot on there. You can tell this is where traditionally is the type of sprues where they've tried to put as much on there as possible. So if you're buying from the scrappers that are online, you know, make sure you get all your sprues worth, because they've got to clip that out properly or you're going to miss it. I mean, I don't think there's any problem with myself, people selling bits that they don't want. You know, if you got 4 chaplains already and you don't need any more, but you want all the other models, then sell the chaplain, but don't sell it off ridiculous. Start a bid or something, you know, £5, and people build up if they want it. But it is a kit, it's all push fit, it's all really simple. So as a kit goes, it's a lot of sprues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sprues. 10 sprues in there, and we're halfway down in the box. Okay, so got another bit of artwork. It's all good. Exactly the same, so no difference. Edge of Silence, which we can open up in a minute. Obviously advertising for the new book that's coming out by Grant Thorpe, which is, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm still reading the first Primus book with when Gilliman wakes up, to be honest, because I am a slow reader. Some beloved transfers. Now, it wouldn't be a box set without transfers. You've got Space Wolves, Blood Angels. There's even Deathwing on there if you want them as well. There's Ravenwing, it's quite cool. Obviously got Ultramarines and all the various sergeants and squad markings. There's Blood Angels going into that as well. There's Dark Angels, Space Wolves, that's it. Yeah. No Necron ones, and I would have really liked to see some Necron transfers just thrown in. The problem is I can't really see that they're a place for them on the models on these ones anyway. There's so much well detailed. So you've got all your bases, bigger bases on the left hand side. So do you know what, even that's laid out really nicely, and then all your rubber bases, which obviously your 40 mils and your 32s, and then your rule book as well. If you want to see me go through the rule book and have it through, then please comment and stuff, and I will do on a separate video. But I know like the bigger companies and stuff like that have gone through it, and I'm a premium member of Hellstorm as well, and I know they've gone through it. So, but then I've watched everyone. So I've tried to keep up as much to date as 9th as possible, because yeah, you could download the rules, but I really struggle. There's something about not physically having it for me, reading it. Yeah, I just like reading it from that point of view. So we've got the guide to build. I forgot those guys, they're in there somewhere, just couldn't see them off. But it's such a good set. Like, you think what's actually here. Building instructions quite well. Yeah, it's just showing exactly what's there, all in the different languages obviously. It is all Primus, Primaris, whatever you want to pronounce it as. It's really simple, you know, it's push fit. In the day, you're not expecting a massive amount. A bit like the Dark Millennium set, Dark Imperium set. One would say it could be quite hard to convert some of these because of the way it is. You're gonna, you know, and that's what I said about the Necron Warrior hands. That's going to be more of a tricky build if you're using old Necron Warriors, but a bit of green stuff, you know what, they'll look really nice. Obviously showing a bit painted there as well. They look good. That's the thing, like from the Necron point of view, I love them. From the Primus point of view, I really like it. It's a very different side of Marines. It almost seems like hyper aggressive, in your face. And the Necrons will always come across as like this really resilient type of army that's never going to die and always comes back. But just the different type of destroyers and things, it shows that we're all willing to get up in front as well, which is cool. Now the Edge of Silence. Now this is not a codex, as far as what I've been told. But it gives a update of all. Yeah, got about Necron Wards there. Kingdom Silence just gives you a bit of breakdown. Alright, Crusaders obviously goes in with the new book that's come out with the Psychic Awakening. Got a breakdown of everything that you get, and that is the entire box there as well. That was it, the Warden I couldn't pronounce. I was right, the Reanimator. It's quite cool. Yeah, it's lovely. It's great. I mean, they look great. They really do. Games Workshop have done a really good job getting these painted. Yeah, I know they've used Ultramarines, and I'm going to say most of this is going to go in my Ultramarines army. I've already converted 3 of these already and 6 of these already for my Sons of Horus type colour scheme, which is the Devil's Sons. So they're all ready to go. So I've already got those set, and I've already built 10 of those converted up from the old Dark Imperium set as well. So rules wise, obviously these have the updated Storm Shield rules as well. Which is called a Relic Shield on the Captain. Is there any different? Each time the bearer suffers a mortal wound, roll a d6. On a 4+, the mortal wound is ignored. Whoa, that's strong. That's really strong. Relic Shield, love it. And improve the armor save by 1, so he has a 2+ save. But he has an Iron Halo. I was just about to say he doesn't have. So yeah, Relic Shield, love that. That's quite cool. Don't know if you can see that all right. Then you got Lieutenant, which obviously has a new Storm Shield rules, which is a 4+ invulnerable save and adds 1 to their armor save characteristic, which is quite cool. And there's the Volkite pistol, which is 15 inches, 2 shots, strength 5, quite good. Damage 2, really nice. Each modified roll of a 6 inflicts 1 mortal wound in addition to the damage. So quite cool. It's pistol, so you know you're going to be shooting in combat. Then we've got the Chaplain. It's got exactly the same as all the other chaplain is. There is no difference he's got. Alright. But the judge. Now he has a 4+ invulnerable save against melee, which is quite cool. Doesn't in normal, no invulnerable save before, so he obviously can get sniped out quite not easily, but if they've got, you know, rangers or eliminators, you know, he's not a great save at just a 3+. At the start of the fight phase, select one enemy unit within 6 inches of this model. That unit cannot fight until all other eligible units have done so that phase. Okay, so that's his special rule down there. Quite nice, really like that. Another fine things that are coming towards him, and protecting as well. Nice, I like that. Let's see what else we got. Now these got leaked on the, not leaked, a really silly word really. The Warhammer community page obviously posted them that they can shoot twice if they select one enemy unit, which is really scary because I think obviously the melter rifle shooting twice at a target is going to be strong. Also, weirdly, shooting twice with pistols if someone charges them when they're in combat. It's, you know, actually it's quite cool. I really want them as a bigger squad. Hopefully they can. And then we move on to the Necrons. Where's did I just skip? I must have skipped something. I did. Sorry, I was like, where's the Blade Guards? So Blade Guard veterans, obviously they have the Storm Shield rules, so they're rocking up in a 2+ with 4+. They have Mastercrafted power swords, no difference on there. Not weapon skill 2. I thought they would be, to be honest. They've got 3 wounds. That's what really stung. That is quite a lot. So you've got 3 attacks, but if they assault, or if they charge or they get charged, then they're still rocking the Space Marine rules, so they're going to get more attacks that way. The Ancient, it's quite cool. You know, it's got the banner. Yeah. It's also got a banner, Deeds of Heroism. Add 1 to the hit rolls for attacks made by friendly chapped up Blade Guard models. Okay, so that's when you can get your Blade Guard hitting on 2s. That's quite nice. Within 6. Yeah, so a little bit of a aura effect on there. Assault Marines. Yeah, they go up to squads of 10. Which is quite cool. I've really wanted the guy to have a Power Fist because I modelled mine with a Power Fist. I hope what they do with the Intercessors and they slowly just upgrade everything. But it does mean you can, out of this box, you can obviously run 2 squads or 1 squad. You even have the option to run 2 sergeants with the plasma pistol if you want to. Personally, I probably wouldn't, but that's just me. I don't really want to kill him off because I like overcharging my plasma. And the Outriders. Now these have been a talk of everything, and if I'm going to get more boxes, then I'm going to have more of these. So they got the twin bolt rifles. So obviously rapid fire 2, strength 4, -1 damage. So really simple what they are. You got the Astartes chainsword as well, which I forgot to mention in the assault. So that's something additional. Not only does it get an extra attack, so they're rocking out loads of attacks, is -1 to the AP as well. So these have got devastating charge. So if units make a charge, add 2 to the attack characteristics of this unit, of models in this unit, till the end of the turn. I hope that's not on top of the Space Marine rules, but I think it could be. It says if it makes this up. Yeah, I think that will be. So they're getting, if they're charging, they're getting 3 attacks. I hope that's FQ'd already, because that's 3 additional attacks. So they're rocking 5 attacks. Oh, obviously Sergeant +1. That's a lot of attacks. That's a lot. They gotta be worth a lot of points. I don't know if this has got points in. I've been told, rumour-wise, that we don't know. That this has just got its power level. I've not played power level, to be honest. I like points. Also got the Overlord. I don't think anything is different in there, apart from the arrow, which is quite cool. It's a 1-use weapon. I do miss the rules of instant death. If you ever played 6th, I think it was introduced in 4th. When you were your strength was double their toughness. If you wounded, it died. Regardless of how many wounds. Almost like because that's strength 12. It almost seems like a waste. You're going to be wounding pretty much every infantry on 2s or vehicles on 3s. Okay, yeah, AP 5, D6, so swingy. That's the problem. I think it should almost be a minimum of 3, especially for 1-use. But oh well. And you got the Warden. It's another HQ, which is quite cool. It's got a relic Gorse Blaster, which is rapid fire 2, strength 5, AP 2, 2 damage. Quite nice. 24-inch range. It's not massive range, but it's good. His ability is really good. Adaptive strategy. So this allows your units, friendly dynasty unit within 9 of this model, so it's quite a big aura, into the end of the turn. That unit can fall back and still be selected to shoot and charge. It's quite cool. Really cool. So you can get in combat, withdraw, and that's even more powerful now considering Overwatch is a strategy, so it might be less of a risk of fall back and charging. Plasma monster. Guy looks like he's floating, pretty much. So if you can see that there clearly. So living lightning aura. At the end of your roll a 1d6. 1d6 for each enemy unit within 6 of this model. On a 4+ that suffers a mortal wounds. Yeah, so it's quite cool. Very situational. You probably don't want him close. That's the problem. Because he's not tough. His only tough is 4 wounds, 4+ save. He is gonna get killed in combat quite quickly. Most things will kill that. He's got the ability of, at the end of the movement phase, if this model has not advanced or fallen back, you can select the nearest enemy unit within 18. If you do so, roll 3d6 for each roll of 4+. That unit suffers 1 mortal wound. So potentially you could get 3 mortal wounds coming off that. 4 mortal wounds if you're within 6 as well. Yeah, it's quite cool. I quite like mortal wounds. Is always a good way of getting rid of certain things, and picking off that last wound of a vehicle, for example, or a couple wounds could be a really good result. And you got the Lord. It almost seems like an absolute monster. It's toughness 6, 6 wounds, strength 6. It's only got a 3+ save, but he does have a 4+ invulnerable save. He reroll 1s to hits and attacks, and he's got BS2 and weapon skill 2, so you don't really expect anything else other than that on a Lord. So he gives reroll room rolls wound rolls of 1 with friendly models, friendly dynasty. Destroyer cult units, so it has to be destroyer cult still. So not everything is destroyer cult. So he's going to go away with your destroyers basically. It's quite cool. His gun's not too bad. 2d3, Shrimp 6, 1 blast. Yeah, it's good. I like that. His weapon, he's obviously got the Hyperphase Harvester. Subtract, so it's like Power Fist, so he's -1 to hit, or he's got his claws, which makes 2 additional rolls instead of 1 for each one of these. So you know he's rocking out 8 attacks with that, rather than 4 with the Hyperphase. Depends what you're after really. If you want to do direct 3 damage, Hyperphase always good, and -8, -4 plus it's 8 strength, so you're winning Marines on 2s, and you're killing Marines wherever they are pretty much. It's quite cool. Obviously -1 to hit with it, but yeah, it's alright. It's good. Then you got the destroyer, the walking combat destroyers. They got some fancy rules. The little guy, who adds an extra buffs to him as well, which is quite cool. They're nice, you know, they're really good. They got Hyperphase Reaping Blade as well. Bear fights, it makes an additional attack with this weapon, so they've got, you know, some extra hits coming in as well. All high minuses, high strength as well. You know, they're rocking strength 7 with the Hyperphase, -4 free damage. You know, they're gonna chop things up. Have they got enough attacks? They've got 3 attacks each, and that's the thing I was worried about. I was worried that they were gonna do them with only 2 attacks, but 3 attacks is a good number. They are only squads of 3, but they got 3 wounds each. Do you know, they look like they're saying before. And compare it to some of the Marine stuff that's, you know, like an aggressor. It's got 3 wounds. Or the bike that's got 4 wounds, was it? Yeah, or the bikes that got, the Outriders that got 4 wounds. I thought they would have 4 myself. Then you got the Thralls. Now they seem like really cool combat-y units, but like flayed ones that are just a bit meh in combat. And they're only squads of 2 anyway, so only 2 wounds each. Toughness 5 is quite cool. They're just going to get picked out, Enemy models cannot target a cryptek from your unit with a ranged weapon while they're within 3. So if you want to protect against snipers, take that cryptek that's giving everyone better reanimation protocols. This is a good unit to have, especially if they're cheap. The 2 power level, I have no idea what the points are. But yeah, no, that's solid. I like that. Yeah, protect those crypteks. That is something I would have, because I know full well when I'm playing Necrons, getting rid of the ability to get the 4+ reanimation is critical on slowing that living metal coming towards you. Alright, and then we got the reanimator. In the command phase, select 1 friendly dynasty within 9 of this model. If you do at the start of your command phase, while that unit is within 9, add 1 to its reanimation protocols. It'd be interesting to know if that culminates with a cryptek, because that's pick 1. And I also assume that you can't do that ability if you had 2 of them, for example, on the same unit. Don't know. I'd want to see an actual FQ on that. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. If you think, like, you've got Necron Warriors, which have an inapt ability, which is they can reroll 1s for the reanimation, which is brilliant. Which I think is really, really solid. So that means that, you know, they got 5s, rerolling 1s. Get this, they got up to 4. Cryptek puts them up to 3 if you can combine it. I hope you don't, because I think that would just be silly. Especially if you're rocking like a couple of those reanimators. Because I'd rock 2. 6 wounds as well. It's survivable. So you got the scarabs as well, which just they don't have fly anymore. So oh no, they do. They've still got fly. Oh, they're hunting down the flyers. They're good. That's so small, and they get to objectives. When this game is about holding objectives, so that is it. There is no points. It's annoying. So I want points. I mean, I've got the manuals coming, but it's a big book. How many pages? Is it going to give me page numbers? Let's look for a little bit of art. Why not? Some guard going forward. Some towel. Some nids. Ooh. Jumping towel. Love that. Elder versus Chaos down the bottom, Chaos Marines. Some demons in there. So, you know, it's 367 pages. There's a lot of stuff on there. I won't go through the book because let's look at some pictures though. Overall, really, really happy. Yeah, look at that. They're advertising new models in there. It's good. Like that. You know, I'm happy with the box set. I think it's really nice. You can find them now on eBay at £500 each. I'm joking. Just do the pre-order. If you haven't had an opportunity to get it, do the pre-order at like £125 from GW. I know there's some ridiculous delay with the number of days because it's made to order, but there's no problem with that. You know, if you can wait, you got your own set by Christmas. So, to be fair, I think we've all, even within the lockdown in the UK at the moment, we've all still got projects that we're building. But I'm really happy with it. There's a lot of sprues. I hope that was a bit of an insight of what you're going to get if you were lucky enough to get it this time round. I do like these. I do like the 2 art bits. They're lovely. The box is big. The models are amazing. I'm looking forward to building mine. You know, I've already converted up a lieutenant, ready to go. He's got his storm shield and a relic, not relic, Carbide blaster. Yeah, so I've been converting up, ready to go, using old bits that I had already. So I thought, why not? And obviously I've got the Necrons. That is going to be one of my next forces that I'm going to build. If you're interested in seeing that, comment. If you want to know anything, let me know. If you want to follow us on the social media, Facebook, all of that, then click on the links below. If you want to from the war game exclusives or the tarot model making, I'll put links to their Facebook page as well in this video. But I hope you really enjoyed it. I know I haven't done a video for ages, and I do apologise for that, as I actually massively hit by the outbreak. I had COVID. It took me like 6, 7, almost about 8 weeks to properly recover. Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah, absolutely horrible. So I haven't really been feeling up for making videos, and I know James has been doing a lot of videos, so fair play to him. We just hit 1,500 people on our Facebook, 1,800 on our YouTube, which is amazing. I really want to start doing battle reports. I've got my table. You can see a little bit of her. Then Matt and Urban Mats have been amazing. Sending us some. Well, I'll buy stuff from them, but just at a discounted price, which is amazing. And I'm ready to start gaming soon, as soon as the lockdown's out. And that's why I've got this gaming room up and ready now. I'll show it off when it's properly finished. But at the moment it's just face down. But hey, do you know what? It's good to start making videos back again. I'm thinking of doing a Dawn of War series, going back to playing some of the old games, doing it that way. Just a little bit of fun. Don't know if you want that or not. Let us know. But also let us know about the box set. Let us know if you managed to get it. What are you going to paint? What are you going to keep? What chapter? What dynasty? All of that would be really interesting to know. But that's it for the video. I've been talking for quite a while now. So hope you enjoy, and happy hobbying.